What's up, team, and welcome to your mobility flow. Today we're going to start off on the mat in our child's pose position. Knees can be about shoulder width apart. You're just going to walk those arms forward, resting your glutes on those heels, and just breathing here for 1 second. Nice big inhales and exhale. Good. If it feels good to kind of shift your body weight around, go ahead and do so. Just rocking back and forth, finding a little movement here. There we go. A few more breaths. And exhale. Good. Just warming up the body for a minute. Good. One more time here. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Good. All right, team. We're going to come forward, rounding our back as much as we possibly can. And then we're going to drop the hips, open the chest. Good. Really think about pulling those shoulder blades back, looking over the left shoulder. Good. Over the right shoulder. That's it. And then pushing your way back into that child's pose position. So same thing here. Rocking if it feels comfortable from side to side. Find a little movement here. And then we're going to come forward, round, huge round back, then drop the hips, open the chest. Beautiful. Looking over one shoulder. Good. As far as you can, over the next. And push your way back. That's it, team. Let's go one more here. Beautiful. All right, let's come forward, round the back. Good. Drop the hips, open the chest, looking over one shoulder, over the other shoulder, and pushing your way back. Good. All right, so now we're going to come into our all fours position here. We're going to do a little thread the needle action. So take that right hand, put it through that little space here on the left side, and then drop your right shoulder to the mat. In this position, I'm actively pressing my left hand into the mat, trying to rotate around, looking up at the ceiling. Good, finding a nice big stretch on the right side of my shoulder blades and then all the way down to that mid-back area. And breathe. Good, team. All right, come on up and switch. Thread that left hand through. Good, palm faces up, and then I'm actively pressing that right hand into the mat. Good. Good, team. All right, one more time. Coming up. One more time each side. Pushing that hand through, palm faces up, actively pressing that left hand onto the mat. Stretching here. That's it. And then off to the other side. Left hand comes through. Beautiful. And relax. Okay, staying in our all fours position, we're gonna do a little hurdle open with our left knee. So from here, what I want you to think about is driving that knee in a huge circle. And then when it comes around, you're gonna plant it on the outside of the right leg, shift those hips back, finding a nice big stretch in the right glute. You can again find a little movement within movement, wiggle around if that feels comfortable. And then as we come forward, you're going to bring that right knee in a huge circle coming forward. Beautiful. Slow and controlled here. Huge circle. There we go. Reaching that left leg long behind you, finding a stretch in that right glute. Good, team. So mobility is finding range of motion within our joint, but we want to be able to control that range of motion. So as we come forward, think about slow and controlled, huge circle. If I told you to pause, would you be able to do so? There we go. One more time. Huge circle, taking that leg, reaching it behind and off to the right side. Good. And coming forward. Beautiful. Off to the right side. Huge circle with that right knee, reaching that leg behind you, and then big stretch in that left glute. Breathe. There we go. And then huge circle forward. Yes, team. 2 more here. Opening up that hip, reaching back, big stretch in that left glute. Good, and coming forward. Control that motion. Beautiful, 1 more. That's it, reaching back. Big stretch in our glute. And coming forward. Awesome. All right, team, from here, tuck those toes under, push those hips back into our down dog position. If it feels comfortable, you can get a little bit more of a stretch here by pedaling out those heels. That's it. Good. All right. We're going to head forward, bring your right leg with you, extend that right leg long, drop the hips towards the mat. When you do this, if it feels comfortable, you can let that left leg rock to the side here so you're not planted. You can come to the side of that left foot and then push your way back. Good. Off to the other side. Left foot comes forward. Good. So if it's not comfortable to have those right toes planted, just come to the side of that right foot. Good. And then back into that down dog. Beautiful, team. Getting a huge stretch in the side of the hip as you drop it towards the mat. Push back into that down dog. That's it, team. Good. Lots of work here. If your hips are tight like me, this is definitely a huge stretch. Good, team. A few more here. Are you breathing? Good. Last one. On each side. There we go. One more time. Left leg comes through. Good. And back into that down dog. Good work, team. All right, drop to your knees for 1 second. Shake out those arms. Next, we're going to head back into this plank. When you're doing mobility, if you're trying to find range of motion and it hurts, it doesn't feel good, just pause what you're doing and try to shorten that range of motion. So you're following along with me. If things are painful, try to make adjustments here. I'm gonna go through this, but just know that the more you do mobility, the more range of motion you will give to those joints, okay? So you're gonna be doing your best here, following along with me if you can, but always have the freedom to adjust if you need. All right, team, so from this position, we're gonna bring our left foot to our left hand. If you needed to literally grab that and bring it up there, go ahead and do so. From here, take that left hand, circle it open huge. Beautiful. Bring it back. Good. Eyesight follows that. From here, come back onto that left heel. In this position, I'm getting a huge stretch in the back side of my body. Good. Breathe, team. Beautiful. All right, coming forward. Either step the foot back and bring the right foot forward, or jump to switch. There we go. All right, take that right hand, huge circle. Eyesight follows. That's it, team. Rock back onto that right heel. Breathe. Good work. Coming forward, jump or walk to switch. That's it, light landing. Huge circle with that left hand. That's it, team. Good, rocking back. Huge stretch in the back side of our body. There we go. And coming forward, jump to switch. Good, huge circle open. And back, good. Rocking back to that right heel. Yes, team, one more time, each side. There we go, you can take it at your own pace. Mobility doesn't need to be fast. Stay breathing. Yes, good. Last one. There we go. Notice the more you do this, by this last rep, you're probably feeling that you have a lot more, or at least a little more range of motion here. There we go. Coming forward. Good. Step that left foot forward for 1 second. Raise those hips up to the sky. Get a little bit of a stretch in the back side of our body. Beautiful, team. And then slowly roll yourself up. Good work, team. Okay, so now we're gonna work on a little hurdle open, kind of similar to what we were doing when we were in all fours, except for it's gonna be in front of us. So in this position, let's all follow along with me. Take that right leg. Think about a huge circle with that right knee. When you land, you're gonna land in your lateral lunge. Stay down here for 1 second. Check to make sure that those toes are facing forward. I'm not in my toes. My weight is pretty even. Sinking as low as I can. I'm getting a huge stretch in the left side of that leg. And then shift my weight to the other side. Good. Big stretch in the right side of that leg. Good. As I come up, I'm gonna bring that right leg with me. Hurdle open. Good. Land down. Good. Weight shift over to my left side. Good. Now bring my left leg up and around. Land into that left lunge. Weight shift to my right. There you go. You got it. Finding your own pace here. Good. We're alternating sides here. Remember that in mobility, you want to be able to control the range of motion. So I told you to pause here. I got to be able to pause at any point in time. There we go. Good work, team. Stay breathing. Yes. Now that we've done this for a few reps, can you sink a little lower? There we go. Really stretching out those hips. Control that as you come down. Can that hurdle open be a little bigger? There we go. A few more. Beautiful, team. Good. That's it. Last one. Go onto this left side. Huge hurdle open. And relax. Good work, team. Okay, now we're going to spice it up just a little bit. Add a little bit of high knees, only 2. So follow along with me. Start with your right knee up. In this position, actually, let's start with our left so that you can see me on this first move. So we're gonna go 1, 2, left foot is here, reverse lunge, left leg goes back. Good, pause for 1 second. From here, you're gonna rotate that left foot, sink onto that right heel, and technically I'm in a Cossack lunge, okay? Fancy name here. If it's comfortable, you can come all the way down. What I really want you to work on though, is that you're not in that left toe, okay? I'm making sure that my full foot is planted here. If it's comfortable, I'm actively pressing out that left knee, getting a little bit of a stretch, rotate, and stand up. 1, 2, high knees, we're staying on that side. Reverse lunge, rotate. I'm on my right heel, good. Left foot firmly planted. Coming forward and up. Beautiful, team. Staying on this left side. Doesn't have to be too fast. Good, find the pace that works for you. If it's most comfortable, just hang out here for a second. Go ahead and do so. Make this your own movement. There we go. Yes, team. Excellent. Good, we're gonna go one more time on this side. Whoop, good, find that balance. There we go. That's it. And pause. Good work, team. Grab water if you need. We're going to switch and head to the right side. So right knee is up. 1, 2. Right leg goes back. Rotating open. Good. Hang out there if you need. You also might notice that it's way easier or way harder on one side over the other. Totally fine. Movement is an opportunity to explore your body here. Just take note of that. There we go. If we're feeling good and you want to challenge yourself, you can move just a little bit quicker. Make sure that we're focusing on form over anything though. That's it. Beautiful, team. Good, let's go 2 more. Stay breathing. Good. Last one. That's it, team. And relax, good work. Okay. We're winding down now. Grab a little water, take a little breather, meet me back on the mat in our down dog position. So plant those hands, tuck the toes under, hips go back. Beautiful. Breathe, team. Good work. All right, coming forward, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Hands come out to the side. We're gonna do a little scorpion action. Take that right leg, reach it over. Rotate open, trying to plant that right foot. Really getting a twist in my back. Good. Bring that right leg back to neutral. Left leg. That's it, team. Beautiful. Coming back, plant those hands in that plank position. Use your breath. Exhale. And back into your down dog. Excellent, team. Good work. Moving just a little bit quicker, finding our flow here. Lower yourself down. Arms out to the side, right leg over. Good. Left leg over. That's it. If it didn't feel good to do a full push-up from this position, go to your knees. Totally fine. Press your way up. Then toes are tucked and you press your way back into that down dog. Yes, team. Find the movement that feels best for you. Coming forward. Slowly lower yourself down, arms out. Trick to here, I added a little push-up in our mobility flow. You're welcome. All right, team, exhale. Use your breath. Good. We've got one more here. Coming forward. Lowering down. Arms out. Right leg over. Beautiful. Left leg over. That's it. Exhale. And back. Beautiful, team. Drop those knees. Last movement of the day. Walk those arms out. Knees can be wider now in your child's pose if that's comfortable. Walk those arms out and breathe. Good work, team. All right. Walk those arms over to the left side. Think about shifting your hips slightly to the right. Getting a nice big stretch in the right side of your body. Exhale. Good, team. All right, walking forward. And then over to the right side. Shift those hips to the left a little. Good. And back to center one more time. Walk them over to the left. Shift the hips to the right just slightly. Back to center. Walk them to the right. Shift the hips to the left. Coming back to center. And relax, team. Good work. We're officially done with that mobility workout. I want you guys just to remember that if those movements or some of them were hard, mobility is a practice, and over time, your body will become more mobile. So cut yourself some slack. If there were movements that were challenging or hard today, the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and honestly, just the better your body is gonna feel. So thank you so much for joining me here today, and I cannot wait to see you back on the mat very soon.